Greetings, everyone. This is Rock and Roll Spot coming at you with the Weekly Comic Book Roundup. We've covered one of our oversized specials this week, and now it's time to move on to the next one. As I mentioned in the last video, we're doing this a little bit differently. Doing individual videos focused on oversized specials. This is actually maybe a common thing moving forward. So we covered the Wildstorm 30th anniversary special first. Now it's time for DC's Grifter got run over by a reindeer. Or, well, DC's Christmas special. So we'll get a few of these every year. So chances are this will be how we handle these going forward. Alright, so as with any other DC Christmas special, we've got a handful of stories. 1, 2, 3, 4, 8. Superman and Wonder Woman and Rudolph the Red-Nosed Dog. Frankenstein, Agent of Shade in Last Christmas. Harley Quinn in 8 Crazy Nights. Hawkman and Hawkwoman in Home for the Holidays. Black Canary and John Constantine in Not So Silent Night. Batman in Memories and Forfeits. Animal Man in Do You Hear What I Hear? And Grifter in How the Grifter Stole Christmas. So starting with Rudolph the Red-Nosed Dog, we've got Superman and Wonder Woman fighting a Yeti-like creature. But it's more that the creature is... Its young have been taken. Superman finds the cage with them and releases them. However, and then they separate and head home. The guy gets electrocuted while setting up his holiday display, overhearing a news report about weird sights, namely a fanged vampire deer and a dog got bit by one who grew antlers, and yeah. So Clark, Lois, and Diana are going to some holiday festivities, bringing along Crypto. But the man who was electrocuted earlier has a not too offensively designed power armor suit. At the holiday shindig that Superman and Wonder Woman and so forth have gone to, Superman and Wonder Woman are in, as Superman and Wonder Woman, and Superman also ends up dressing up as Santa with Crypto as his as a reindeer. And so our guy from earlier sees Crypto, dog with red eyes, antlers, and yeah. So leads to a fight between Superman and Wonder Woman and dude until Wonder Woman knocks some sense into him. And all's well that ends well. Which brings us to Last Christmas, which begins with Frankenstein fighting Freezy, a giant snowman. Who uses one of his giant branch arms to impale Frankenstein to the chest. Funny thing though, Frankenstein doesn't have a heart. And even Frankenstein's curious about that. So him and Freezy's head go and search it, trying to figure out what happened to his heart. Asking Superman, I think we got Gorilla Grodd. Yeah, it's Grodd. Um, Mary Marvel, Crush, Nightwing, Aquaman, Batmite, and John Constantine. Um, John actually knows, and it has a apparently, and well, Freezy is familiar with John Constantine, and they don't. Apparently, Freezy doesn't think too highly of him. But apparently, when Francis' heart was removed, he had Constantine remove part of his brain would have the memory, and so which Constantine keeps with him. So Frankenstein basically reinstalls, puts the piece of his brain back in his head. And our assembled heroes have to take on the ghost of Ebenezer Scrooge. And that's where the story ends. Not with Franklin getting his heart back, as well, but with him and Freezy taking on the ghost of Ebenezer Scrooge. Which brings us to our next story, Harley Quinn and 8 Crazy Nights. So there seems to be this weird holiday-themed crime wave going on around Christmas time in Gotham. We have a snowman mugging a guy. And a giant gingerbread man attacking the Batwing. And one of the hyenas isn't as well trained with the litter box as Harley would like, so she goes to get some hyena litter. But some rabid reindeer attacked the supply truck, and so Frank's Pet Supply didn't get their shipment of hyena litter. Well, now Harley's mad. This was a fun little, holiday crime wave, but well, turns out that a Harley imp is behind all this. Not from the fifth dimension, fifth and a half dimension. And so Harley kind of says, "Hey, that's all well and good, and but this isn't the right. You're trying to bring about holiday spirit. This isn't the right way to do it." And is able to and takes Miss yeah, pronouncing those names is not easy. Takes her pipe, which alters reality, and asks someone to show her Miss Trichlick chick the true meaning of the holiday season, at least on that planet reality, and she gets a copy of this holiday special. Yeah, so. But and Harley convinces her to wait till Halloween to come and wreak havoc. Oh, not it's not Harley's plan. More just Trixie reads through things and realizes, oh well, okay, so Halloween is more for scary people. All right, that's we'll be back. And that's the end of the story, which then brings us to Home for the Holidays, featuring Hawkwoman and Hawkman. The Thanagarian Winter Holiday is Winter's Wing is being planned for on Thanagar. Though Hawkwoman was not too fond of it, as her father tended to frighten her with stories of Rock Rakata, who appears to be who's something of a Krampus type. But somehow she ends up on Earth at Christmas with a child throwing snowballs at her. Carter, meanwhile, is looking for a gift, but he can't remember who it's for, or really who he is that much. And Rock Ricotta attacks Carter. Hawkwoman isn't going to rescue him. But it wasn't actually Rock Ricotta, it was another entity, and so they talk her down and, make a new friend. Which brings us to Not So Silent Night, featuring Black Canary and John Constantine. Not Dark Side, but Granny Goodness is taken over the world and removed the ability to speak from all 7 billion people except for one word. Dark Side. So, Black Canary's got a plan though. An all meta-human band. Rock band to, save the day. John on guitar. Dinah on vocals as well as bass. Vibe on drums. And so, Cyborg on keyboards, but they basically they're what the tune they've come up with along with just the right bits of magic, including some help from the some of the music gods, breaks the spell, and Granny Goodness is then packing. Which brings us to Memories and Forfeits. Over the course of 12 days, Batman deals with the Ventriloquist, Tweedledee and Tweedledum, the Mad Hatter, looks like Blockbuster, Killer Croc, Calendar Man, the Tree making his debut, Mrs. Burial, Esquire, John Smith, and finally, Catwoman. Turns out Catwoman has set up these encounters, and as Bruce and Selina talk, he explained that each of the places that these encounters happened were places where Bruce and Selina, where Batman and Catwoman encountered one another in the past. The seeming of the story ends with them about to kiss. Next up, we've got Animal Man in Do You Hear What I Hear? He's searching for a missing Star Labs doohickey, but he in the cold. But he starts to appear to be visions of his deceased son. He fights a robot during all this too, and having to take on the strength of a bear. But manages to make it home in time to spend a holiday with his family. And our final story, How the Grifter Stole Christmas. At the Halo Corp Christmas party, the Wildcats get their holiday bonuses. But they're attacked by the Damonites, and they realize they need more firepower. So where's Grifter? Transferring his holiday bonus outside of company funds, but he teleports away, first to Gotham, to Wayne Manor. Looking to start some trouble with the Bat family. While the Joker might not have gotten away, the Batmobile has lost its wheels. Though just pointed out that, yes, Batman does smell. Then it's the Daily Planet, where he takes the... Grifter stole the Batwing. But, and tries to steal the top of the planet from the top of the Daily Planet building. But Superman's heat vision just vaguely damages the plane, and the Batwing crashes onto the Skira. So, Grifter tries to steal everything there, which he admits openly to all of the sisters, because, well, lasso of truth. However, Grifter's able to get away on the invisible jet ski. Yes, there's an invisible jet ski. And has an unseen run-in with Aquaman before being found by Zealot. And as the two are about to enjoy a kiss with one another, well, they get run over by the Gen 13 kids on snowmobiles. Well, Grifter gets run over. And that is where the issue ends. So he didn't get run over by a reindeer, just a few snowmobiles. This was fun. I don't think I've read a holiday special from DC I didn't at least somewhat enjoy. And I had to. I like the fact that for the title device, coming up with a name for the special rather than just DC Holiday Special 2022. Use everybody's favorite DC human trainer at Grifter. But that will do it for now. As always, feel free to like, share, and subscribe. Links to my Facebook, Twitter, Patreon, and PayPal account in the description box down below. This is Rock and Roll Spock signing off saying, live long and rock hard.